Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Get Back podcast. I'm your host, Damian Dustin, here with
Aiden Jones. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
episode 50, the big 5-0. I'm liking that.
This is a Zebo episode. This is Zach
The
Randolph's
Admiral,
episode.
David Robinson.
Zach
How
Randolph
about
for
we
the
go a
culture.
Hall of Famer?
We are going Hall of Famers. That's Zebo.
First ballot Hall of Famer, I mean.
Zebo.
That's so weird. You know what? I'll go for it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Zebo it is. We got a lot of ball to talk about.
We do.
Um,
Another NBA special.
It is.
We gave him a little bit of ball last week, but this is another NBA special. It's time.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start off, man?
I want to start off in the East, and specifically, obviously, the top team, the Pistons.
Yep.
They're still sitting number one, but we did get some news after a weird Wizards game. Again, it's always the Wizards. Wizards, they had a little collision with
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham, and that ended up with a collapsed lung, and now he is out for the next 2 weeks. This has a couple things involved. We could talk about the races and accolades that he may not be getting, but this is about more so the team. He needs to be there for them to win games. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, he has to be. I think this, and the thing about this injury, the collapsed lung, is they really don't know when he's going to come back. Obviously, we're assuming that he's not going to qualify for these regular season awards. He's probably going to be out for, I want to say, probably the remainder of the regular season.
It's 2 weeks. The thing about this, for Cade, this is like a gray kind of area, I guess, for him right now, because we have about a month before the playoffs. So you get the 2 weeks, and then you get to kind of rest a real little bit. He can't fly right now. Everything has to be driven. He can't travel with the team. This could be bad.
It could be bad. And I do believe the Pistons will lock up I can't even say they'll lock up the number one seed.
Yeah.
I need to chill out. If they do lock up that number one seed, I think if they don't get Cade back in the first round, I think they lose to whoever they play.
I can't say that. I think that they will have a little bit of mustard to possibly get out of the first round. After that, that's where you specifically need Cade. Specifically. Because their defense can carry them in the first round. It can. Because think about, they'll be playing Hornets or the 76ers. Hornets have been looking good, but the past couple 2-3 games, I'm starting to see.
What if they play Hawks?
Hawks are about to be actually sitting in the top 6.
Potentially.
Which talking about maybe the Heat, 76ers, or Hornets.
I think they lose to all those teams. If Cade doesn't play.
We just had Azor Thompson with 7 steals in one game.
That's awesome. Offensively, he's not the greatest.
It doesn't, like I said, defensively, that can carry them in the first round. Second round is where you really need it.
I think the lack of shooting is and the lack of playmaking, especially with Cade averaging almost 10 assists. I think that offense genuinely is a standstill. Listen, we haven't gotten a real sample size of what they look like without Cade. We're about to find out. I'm telling you right now, everything's going to drop. Everything's going to drop.
Everything should drop except for the defense, which is what they are the best in. That's what they're the best in right now is their defense. They are the defensive team in the East right now.
Here's my question to you. Do you think they retain the number one seed?
Yes. You're still up by 4 games. Even though Jaylen Brown has been hooping, Jason Tatum is still somewhat playing limited minutes. Like if JT can come back fully healthy, I guess, and he's playing consistently, maybe. But I think that little 4 game in the next 2 weeks, that can still hold them to that number one.
Yeah. Yeah. Big loss for obviously big loss for Detroit. Who are you looking at? You're probably gonna say Duran, but who would you be looking at for the Pistons to step up in a big way for this team to keep them afloat? I guess
the other player that made an NBA All-Star. Duran. Like, and he has to. And we're not going to act like he hasn't been playing good. He is. Once again, you need Cade to win the games. Like, you need Cade. Because Duran, he's great on defense. He's great getting the little pick and roll. But who's usually the person that's giving him that pick and roll? Who's usually the person that's giving him the lob ups? Cade. Like they are one of the best 1 and 2 punches in the league. It looks pretty when they're playing. We just got to see how that looks by himself.
I'm going to go a little bit of a different route here. I'm going to go to, can't believe I'm saying it. I'm going to go to Toby. I'm going to go to Tobias Harris. I think Tobias Harris is going to have to up his scoring.
Yeah.
I don't want to say significantly, but I think the efficiency and him scoring 17 to 20 points a game
Which he can do.
Which he can
Which he
do.
can do.
I think that's going to be super critical for them
Yeah.
and their success going forward, and especially in the first round if they have to play a couple games without Cade.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to be a catalyst for scoring and just obviously just setting the tone as the vet on that team.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to be Toby. He's going to have to step up.
It's not a bad take. Moving on, because we were just trying to talking about them a little bit. Boston, they are sitting about 4 games back, but like you said, they have a chance to possibly go up. Jaylen Brown looks just as good. He looks just as good, and I think obviously with all the players and with the injuries in the 65-game rule, which we will get into that too, Jaylen Brown got a little chance. He got a chance to be in that top 3, top 4 of the MVP race right now.
Of course, I totally agree. I mean, like I said, I think it's kind of awesome that I picked him for MVP.
Yeah, you did.
Like
very
like a
early,
whim, and he ended up being top 3 in the voting.
Did. I'll give you that. You did.
But listen, to your point, I think the return, the full return of Jason Tatum is going to be a huge factor in what they do in the playoffs and really what they do in these last couple games, last couple stretch. Got a big game against Minnesota coming up. Then you play OKC. Then you play a red hot Atlantis team twice on Friday, Monday. They got a little bit of a, I don't want to say a gauntlet, but they have a.
They have to finish their season out strong.
Yes.
We'll say that. They have to finish out strong for sure. But, I mean, looking at these last games, they have been doing pretty decent. After that OKC loss, which, like, once again, was a very good loss, they don't look bad. Like, it looks like they're just preparing for that deep playoff run. That's exactly what it looks like.
Absolutely. They are. And like I said, I kind of do want to see what Boston looks like when Vooch gets back. Yeah, when Vooch gets back, I think that's when we're going to kind of see what we're working with here. Obviously, you know what you're going to get from Pritchard. You're going to get that 3. You're going to get the important shots out of him. Obviously, JB's carrying the load right now.
Yeah.
Obviously. Like I said, JT being physical, driving down the cup. Once he becomes more comfortable with that, and I think we discussed on that a couple pods ago.
Yeah.
Once JT can become comfortable with his body again, they genuinely can make a deep. They can go to the finals. Like they can go to the NBA finals.
It's a chance. I say more of a second round Eastern Conference type of appearance. If JT, once again, if he comes back and he just looks like JT, which it looks like he somewhat does a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They can go to the finals.
They have a chance. They definitely have a chance. If Cade cannot come back just as well, because that's the thing. A collapsed lung is not just like something that like because who was? I think they had a collapsed lung one time and then they got it one more time and then they were just out. They were just simply just out.
Yeah, the first time he was out 2 weeks.
That's a possibility. Yeah. Like it's simply a possibility. So I mean, possibly they got some people to run into. The Knicks and the Cavs. I think the Knicks right now. Knicks are building some type of culture with everybody, like with everybody. But the one player I am questioning a little bit, Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges over 7 games played what I think it was 189 minutes. He scored 49 points in over 7 games, literally 7 points averaging.
Yep.
Do you know what they traded for Mikal? You know Mikal Bridges almost actually changed the whole trade thing. Like, it was like a Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, a Miley collection of picks.
It was 4 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. 4? Stop it, bro. Stop it, man.
And the thing is, obviously, you're getting great defense from him still. But
but he's supposed to be a two-way player. And you want to know what? It did kind of enhance OG. OG has been hooping. But Mikal is big. Like Mikal on that corner when he has a little ugly little jump shot, it be looking pretty when it goes in. You need that from that type of player.
They won't advance to they won't win the final. Nonetheless, even advance to the finals without good solid play from Mikal Bridges.
Exactly.
Because the thing is, obviously you're getting good play from OG. We don't know how long that's gonna last. He's obviously gonna play hard every game.
Yeah.
Brunson's going to be Brunson. Towns is going to be Towns. You do need that third scorer. And it's not going to be Josh Hart. No disrespect. It's not going to be Josh Hart. So it's either going to fall on OG's hands, which we've seen him step up. It's time for Mikal to step up, obviously.
I'm telling you, he
9 points on 3 of 7 shooting his last game against Brooklyn. A 1-point win against Brooklyn. What are we doing?
And they were about to lose that game.
It's basically a home game.
Brooklyn,
in a different arena.
Brooklyn, they just trying to lose in fashion. That's all. Yeah, that's all. Brooklyn just trying to lose in fashion because they're not losing terrible games. Like they're not losing bad against these teams that I'm actually kind of seeing. But once again, the Knicks, they got a chance. You still have Brunson, who's averaging basically almost 27, 26 points. he can still carry that load, but like you said, you need that third option scorer, which usually can be Mikal Bridges. So we'll see. We will definitely see.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see where they stand. I think like their ceiling for them is definitely Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Eastern Conference Finals for sure. I gotta see that step up. I gotta see it, especially from the big suit. Like I said, we talked about Cat a little bit. Last pod, I liking what he's doing on the offensive glass. Need to see him be that offensive juggernaut. Work all three levels of the floor. Because if Cat is limited to either the tray ball or
Right.
just the paint, it kind of hinders their offense. You need Cat to be that 3-level scorer every game
Right.
to keep the bigs out the paint, keep the defense guessing, and that's what lets Brunson cook. You can't just hog the paint up, especially when you have a stretch big like Cat.
But that's the thing, Cat, he can move out. He can move out and move.
And he's gonna have to do it consistently. That's the only problem.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, moving on. I want to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers, sitting at 43-27 right now. They're the 4th seed. How are you feeling about the Cleveland Cavaliers this year, or just in this stretch?
In this stretch, I'm feeling okay, only because we have been doing it without Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen. Like it's a pretty big thing. The bad thing about it, I don't know if you've seen his eye. It's completely bloodshot. Like you remember how James Harden had looked in 2019 was like, it's one of those. Like I guess in practice, Evan Mobley and him had gotten to a little collision, not like a fight, but they had somehow I think like an elbow, and his eye is cooked. He literally can't play.
Yep.
And I think we are seeing how important he actually is. Like I mean, like we already know, but him. But also Jared Allen. I mean, Jared Allen, he's picked up such a huge role. And for some reason, Evan Mobley, he has been hooping. But it's not the same connection that James Harden was making with Jared Allen. James Harden made Jared Allen like an all-star for the past month. For the past month, Jared Allen has been a complete all-star big. And that's what you need back from this team for them to have a decent run in this playoffs. I think it's a chance.
Yeah, I totally agree. Here's another thing I'll say. The James Harden trade is saving them right now.
Of course.
It's saving the Cleveland Cavaliers. Obviously, listen, he's coming off a game where he put up 36, 9.
We're seeing some vintage Harden a real little bit.
Yeah, 9 and 7. He's keeping them afloat right now.
We
While
vintage,
Don is out.
Like, I feel like James Harden, he was doing this on the Clippers too. Like James Harden wasn't terrible on the Clippers. James Harden had 40 and 60 while playing in a Clippers jersey.
He wasn't. He was never bad as a Clipper. I think he was just overlooked because they really weren't doing anything of value. They weren't winning important games or anything like that. But yeah, I've loved the Harden Allen kind of duo that we're getting.
Yeah.
So obviously when he comes back, it'll be great. But I do like that James and Mobley are building that rapport.
Yeah, it needs it because
Mo's going to be super important for the Cavs in the playoffs, man. And people don't realize it because he is another 3-level threat.
Yeah,
especially when he's hot.
He's starting to shoot that rock too. Yes. Like when he's shooting, they leave him a little bit open because people are still trying to learn. He's starting to knock him down. Like he's actually starting to knock him down consistently.
Because we don't have to talk about the defensive presences he brings because obviously at their best, Cleveland, you could make the argument, has probably one of the best front courts in the league.
That was supposed to be the whole thing until we run into the Knicks in the playoffs and they both get scared. That's like the whole thing. Like they are the Twin Towers easily. Like that's what they are. Watch out. But no, I mean, like that's what we call them. In the playoffs, that's just where they kind of crumble. That's the one thing I'm just looking towards. Because I think with James Harden, I don't see them crumbling. Like I think that like they will be enhanced. I like it. It's more with rebounds, but still, I think that will enhance their play. That's what they're called, bro.
I totally agree. But yeah, I think also the efficiency of James Harden is probably the one thing that I want to see in him more. Obviously, 5 turnovers. He shot under 50% that game that he dropped 36. Not complaining, but I'm just saying I think efficiency in the playoffs is going to be much more critical, especially for the guards. But like I said, Cleveland's another team that I think can go to the Eastern Conference Finals and potentially win and go to the finals.
Speaking about the Cavaliers, they in the playoffs race right now, they would be playing the Raptors. Raptors have not looked bad. I mean, you have B.I. hitting at this point almost whatever he wants.
B.I. played great last night against
B.I. is hitting whatever he wants. His midi is just so pure. So pure. I mean, it's hard to stop that guy when he is completely high, especially in the fourth quarter. Like he's a fourth quarter, like I'll wake your whole team up type of player.
Yeah, he really is. He's like a mini Durant. He's like, you know how they
He
say
is a mini Durant.
Sengun's baby Jokic.
Yes.
Brandon Ingram is baby Durant. That's all that is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, this team's so interesting. I think they have a plethora of really good players. I think they just need a superstar, and I think it could be Scotty. If Scotty can just become more efficient on the offensive end and kind of
more efficient. That's Scotty is such a defensive.
he
dog.
is
He's such a defensive dog.
Imagine if he got a 3-point shot.
I don't see that happening.
I see it happen. I could 37%. You can get like a 37% 3-point shoot out of Scotty Barnes.
Right
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be super big for them. Is Scotty. So how about we talk about BI? Scotty's going to be big for them down the stretch, especially in the playoffs, because to your point, defensive presence. In my opinion, we talked about it a little earlier too. I think he has that argument for DPOY.
He does.
He does. But when you lose to the Nuggets like they did last night, and you shoot 1 of 6 from 3, if you're going to take 6 3-point shots, at least make 2.
Make them. You have to make him.
At least
he's doing that little Dort stuff.
Exactly.
Got to make it.
So you can't be doing stuff like that. He shoots 29% from 3. So we're talking about a big jump. If he can make a 7% jump here, we're talking about this team making deep playoff runs
for sure.
But until then, I don't see it.
That's cool. For the next thing I'm going to talk about, I don't see it either. Team is on a 3-game losing streak right now to Atlanta, OKC, and then Charlotte, Orlando. And I don't really necessarily want to talk about Orlando like that. No disrespect. This is more about the Hawks. The Hawks have a deep, deep chance to move up out of the play-in, which we haven't seen in a long time. Did you think that this would happen the exact same year that Trae Young was traded away? Be honest.
I didn't think it would be like this. I knew that the team would actually get better without Trae. I'd never really,
a 10-game win streak better?
No. I never, in my opinion, I always believed probably about a year and a half ago, I knew it was Jalen Johnson's team.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be Trae's team anymore.
I mean, you look at Jalen Johnson's numbers, 8 assists, 10.4 rebounds, and 22.7. And those are, I feel like, even with those great stats, it still doesn't even say what he really does. Like,
no, not at all.
It doesn't even say what he really
defense. Does. He keeps the
one
defense.
of the best two-way players at the moment.
Yeah, and he's a catalyst.
He's
a catalyst. He is.
Yes.
And I'm not comparing him, saying he's like this player, but he draws the attention like he is. He's like a Jokic in the sense that if he goes in the post, you're worried about the shot.
Yeah.
But you're worried about the pass. You're worried about all these different things. And it's creating space for these other guys like Kuminga, like Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Yep.
They have a plethora of players that can knock down shots, play defense, and play with speed. That's the big thing.
That Dyson Daniels is still right there.
Dyson
Daniels is still just right there, just waiting for it. Their team is sneakily decent.
Yeah,
they have a very, I'm not going to say a hot chance, but for them to even be in contention to possibly get out of the play-in, bro, I
think they will.
I mean, like I said, Magic, if they keep playing like how they've been playing, that last loss to Charlotte kind of hurt me a little bit. I'm looking at the Hawks. They're 1 game behind. They're just 1 game. 1 game.
Yeah, and to your point, like I said, they have a great roster. They could also, not even that, if they get out, let's say they get the 6th seed, and play, let's say they play the Knicks.
Yeah. They don't win that.
That's crazy. I was about to say that.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
They could potentially beat them.
You guys don't know ball. You guys don't know ball.
All right, that's enough. Hold on. I'm just saying simply, the Knicks, we've seen them choke before.
We have, not against somebody like that in the playoffs. No.
Hawks are hungry.
Hawks are hungry.
I'm not a Hawks enthusiast by any means.
Last year, that if
I think it'll be interesting.
If Tyrese Halliburton wasn't a thing, Knicks would have possibly went to the finals. You know that, right?
Yeah, and they would have gotten swept.
They would have easily gotten swept.
So I don't think they were ready for that anyway. So
but I'm just saying, like if Tyrese Halliburton wasn't a thing, they would have went.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I don't see it happening. If Atlanta can just even get to
Hawks
that
in
point,
6.
oh wow, oh my
Hawks in
God,
6.
stop,
Mark
please.
that. If they play the Knicks, Hawks in 6.
Again, I mean, please, I mean, because I know what I would do to the Hawks. I know what I would do to them. So please, I mean, I hope so. Who
But
do you want to move on to? Because
I want to move on to one more team.
Miami Heat, man. You want to move on to the Heat? They just
I do want to
because
talk about the Heat.
this could definitely switch over to the West. This is a great transition, actually.
All right,
I just want to say, man, I
do.
know what scoring that much feels like. Now it's really
and here's the thing. Last episode, we gave Bam the benefit of the doubt.
we gave him the flowers.
We said 83, man. You got it. I mean, he brought out the paper. Is the paper even there? Do you still have it?
It's not there. Just imagine me holding it up, y'all. Just imagine it.
83 points.
We said if you got into a car accident, you could just say that Bam scored 83.
Yes.
Bam is taking it.
He's
taking
acting
out of
like he
proportion.
dropped an ethical 83.
That's the thing. And it's still no disrespect. Luka's 60. I know it's like I said, we're going to get into him later. Luka's 60 on Miami Heat looked better than Bam's 83.
Sure. Let's stay on the Heat really quick, though. They're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah.
What's up with it? Miami always confuses me. They're always so decent, and they show you these flashes that they're good, and then they're just not. What does Miami need to do? I'll even go this far. What do they need to do in the offseason? I'm going this far to be a contender again.
Get a star, because Tyler Hero.
So get rid of Tyler Hero.
Like you just said, Tyler Hero, he's not it. Powell, I'm okay with, but you could I think you could get a package right now, pairing with Bam, because obviously, I'm sorry, you're not giving up Bam. I never thought they should have. Bam is still decent. We're not gonna Bam. Bam's so decent.
Scored 83.
Scored 83. There you go. But if you could possibly package maybe 2-3 players, go get somebody. Go get a decent guard. Go get something.
If you told me it cost Tyler Hero and Norman Powell for Giannis
and a pick,
do it.
Why would you want Giannis though? Like I
Why
said,
would
you want
Giannis?
a guard. You want a guard.
You don't need a guard. Or actually, I understand. But if I'm saying if it takes a first round pick and those 2 players to get Giannis, okay.
You know, because I don't think we're gonna talk about the Bucks real quick. You know that the trade package for Giannis on the trade deadline was VJ from the Sixers and just a couple picks. Like nobody else, just simply VJ and a couple of picks, something like 3 picks, or Evan Mobley by himself and a couple picks. Would you take that? You wouldn't take that?
No.
Really?
Giannis?
You believe in VJ that much?
Oh,
VJ's
wait,
nice.
hold on. That's what the Bucks were asking for?
The Bucks were simply asking
VJ
for
and picks?
VJ and picks.
Man, I would have done that immediately.
Or Evan Mobley and picks.
I would have done that immediately.
Exactly. That's kind of crazy. Like now I see that's like, okay. But
keep in mind, the Dubs offered 4 first round picks
and
for Giannis.
They said no.
So, and obviously there was players involved. There had to be with the salary and all that.
It had to be. But what are the Bucks trying to like? What are they trying to like? What do they want?
I think the Bucks are just they're trying to get. I can't believe we're talking about the Bucks. I think the Bucks are genuinely trying to get out of cap hell. The dead cap that they're paying for Dame. Keep in mind they're paying dead cap for Dame.
Yeah.
They're paying Miles Turner, God knows how much to sit on the bench and not play. And Giannis, Giannis is on a supermax. They can't get anything. Nobody wants to go to Milwaukee anyway. No disrespect. Nobody wants to go to Milwaukee anyway. That's not a destination.
Nobody wants to go to Milwaukee anyway.
It's almost like, think of it as like it's like a reverse OKC. They're just paying a lot of salary and they're not winning. They're just not good. They're simply not good. Yeah. And Giannis is trying to cover this all up by saying he wants to continue to play.
No. Giannis has fully now shown his disconnection from the Bucks.
Yeah.
And it should have, of course, been a move. Like I just said, in the trade deadline, if that's what they're offering, should have did it immediately there.
And
if not,
the Bucks lost all the leverage. I think if he was worth 4 first round picks and that was a no, now it's down to 3.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that when Giannis gets dealt, he's going to be dealt for less picks than what Mikal Bridges was dealt for. And that's going to be the talk of the town.
I don't know.
That'll be the talk of the town. When he goes for 3 and a couple players and not 4 first round picks, that's what we're gonna be talking about. But let's move on. Let's move on to the West. Obviously,
it's a trend. I know we usually go from 1 and 2. I want to talk about the third team. I'm sorry. We'll get into your OKC. Don't fight. We'll get into your OKC.
I'm with you.
The Lakers. We gave you guys no time last week. We said that you guys weren't worth it. I talked about Luka a little bit, but we said that you guys weren't worth it
because they weren't.
Since then, well, even a little bit before, they have now won 11 out of their last 12 games.
Hello.
You just had Luka Don score 100 points in the span of 2 games. Luka with a 67, most importantly, 5 steals, and LeBron James 19, 15, and 10. He's 41. LeBron wants it again, man. And we're going to get into the playoffs a little bit later, so I don't want to go into what OKC and the Spurs would do to them. But at the moment, as a Lakers fan, you couldn't be more happy with what you're seeing.
No, you can't. You couldn't. And this is the best offense right now in the league.
Best offense
right now,
and right now a top 7 defense.
Oh, of course. Okay.
At the moment,
top 7,
we have seen their culture go from simply just being an offensive side. If you miss, you're cooked on the defensive side. Past 6 weeks, they have become a defensive culture team. Austin Reeves has been switching on everything. I think Marcus Smart has basically taught all the guards how to simply just set their feet. This is so pretty because every time they lock up, all it takes is one little lob up, and there's 2 or 3 players that's down and just ready for that ball. Every single time. I mean, look at what they did to the Rockets back to back. They had Kevin Durant say, I need to be a role player and just sit in the corner after having 7 turnovers. Kept him at 18 points. That's huge.
It is huge. This is the only trio. Reeves, LeBron, and Luka are the only trio in the NBA, all averaging 20-plus points. And I want to talk about Luka really quick. Single Luka, divorced Luka.
Please keep him away from his kids. I'm so sorry. Please, just to the finals or until maybe the second or third round. Let's just see what he can really do.
Yeah, obviously coming off that 60 ball and 18 of 30 shooting, which is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, this team is an offensive juggernaut. To your point, they are playing good defense right now. Let's see how long that defense lasts. Because I know I know we've gotten a decent sample size.
If Luka, because that's the thing, you want to know what? When Luka's defense can be masked a little bit by his team, which the Lakers are figuring out that they have to do simply for Luka, everybody has to play defense. That's where he can do little stuff like this and get in the lane. He can get in the way and get steals. So, yeah.
These are good. You beat a team like New York, Minnesota, Denver, Houston twice, Miami.
They're
playing good teams. And I think that's important, too. Obviously, because we talked about the Hawks earlier, and we talked about their 11-game win streak.
Yeah.
It was against teams like Brooklyn, Mavs.
They're beating people.
They are beating people. Quality teams.
And you want to know what? That Houston game, the first one, LeBron missed one shot. Like, we saw one of LeBron's best games in recent years. And the thing with LeBron James, you can never tell by his stats. You can never tell by LeBron's stats when he really kind of completely just knows that he won't win a chip, or like, not like that, but he can't compete. He'll still give you the stats, but you could tell it's a mindset thing with Bron.
So you think
Bron is all in right now.
So you think Bron believes that this team can win a championship?
This is coming from a huge LeBron fan, this may be his best teammate that he's ever played with.
Luka? Yeah.
For sure. I love Kyrie. I love AD. Love all them D-Wade. This is the best player that he's ever played with. Could you imagine LeBron got this even 3 years before at 38?
Oh, forget it.
Forget it, man. I mean, because LeBron is right now, he's playing off ball. LeBron is playing off ball right now. That's
Here's my question to you, though. Where does this team? We're talking about them. They're on a crazy streak right now. What's their ceiling in the playoffs?
Ceiling is however far you can get until you see the Spurs or the OKC Thunder. Now we can move into the 1 and 2 seed.
You think the Lakers would beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series?
Yeah. The Nuggets the past 2 months have not liked the Nuggets.
No, not at all.
No, but you're also not at all. I hope that Jokic could have his Jokic games. Apparently, Jokic can't do it all by himself, as we have seen. We've seen it visually that he can't do it all by himself anymore. At the point for right now, I know in the playoffs,
it's different.
That team is very deep. Is very different because they have the playoff culture. They know how it runs. You also added bench this season, so I get all that. It just hasn't looked like it. It hasn't looked like we thought that they were going to.
How many games did the Lakers beat the Nuggets in?
6, 7. I couldn't say it. together.
7 is okay. 7 is okay.
6 or 7.
6 is ridiculous. And yeah, I know it's one game.
6 or 7.
6, Yoke would
6
never
or 7.
go down like
and
that.
that's the thing. And you want to know what? You know how Jamal Murray, he's the Laker killer. You know that he sees blood when he sees the Lakers. Their last
Been
game,
like that.
their
Wasn't
last
like
game,
that.
Jamal Murray, what did he go?
3 for 17?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah.
You hold him to St. Patrick Day numbers, dog. Just Jalen Green only had 3 for 17 on St. Patrick's Day.
That's ridiculous.
My bad. But if you can hold him to St. Patty's, that's wild. Because you want to know what? Obviously, Yoke is a huge reason why they always poop on the Lakers. Jamal Murray sees green when he sees the Lakers. I mean, like he completely is a hot light whenever he plays them, and that's a huge reason why they do what they do the past couple years to him. You get that. I told you their defense is back. Good night. Good night.
Wow.
Good night.
Wow. So we got the Lakers hot streak out the way. I do want to move on.
Or move up. We gotta move up.
Oh, move up.
Move up.
Okay.
What you want to talk about first? Spurs or
Let's talk about the number 1 seed. I think it's only fair we talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I mean, and we gave him a clip for it. Your man just had 127, or what is he? What is he at right now?
129 now. It's about
129 consecutive games of SGA just doing whatever he wants on the floor and getting whatever he wants on the floor.
Basically, he had to work hard for that one against.
Hey, Timberwolves tried their hardest, which they did good. They did really good. But as soon as I saw Shea come back in that game with about 4 minutes left, barbecue chicken. I knew that shit was over with. It was barbecue chicken.
Listen, since the end of February, I mean, this OKC team went against Denver.
Yep.
They beat the Knicks, Golden State, Denver again, Boston, Minnesota. Obviously, they got some filler games in there in Brooklyn, Chicago, whatnot have you. They are playing really well right now. And I believe the return of J-Dub is imminent. We saw recently he posted on Instagram, back soon. The return of him is imminent, and I think that is going to be a game changer for this Oklahoma City squad, especially in the non-Shea minutes. If you can put Dub in the lineup with an AJ Mitchell and McCain as his 2 guards, that is going to open up so much opportunity for J-Dub to go to the rim, kick out to his shooters, and that is going to make the difference for them going forward.
Definitely love the guard play, like you said. You guys have the best. Well, I think overall roster, y'all got the best almost every position, but the guard play especially, you guys have that kind of patted down. I want to talk about the centers. I think that trust centers right now, and I know we're obviously going to talk about Chet. Chet is great defensive player, defensive player of the year candidate, whatever you want to call it. Isaiah Hartenstein, I think, is so underrated. Do you know that he is actually? Hold on, let me not get too ahead of myself. He is a top 4, top 3 facilitating big at the moment.
I totally agree with you.
Like, and it could be top 2. Do you realize what he does? Like, his 8 assists, they're okay. We've seen some centers do it. The way he does it, because usually you'll see like even if somebody picks and pops, you'll have him from the wing. You could have someone cut in the middle, possibly get an open lane or do whatever. But usually that's the center. He almost facilitates the floor from a point guard's perspective, and he can just kind of float the floor. Like I like real ball knowers know that is not easy. That's not easy at all.
It's not easy, and he fits that Oklahoma City offense so seamlessly. We've seen other teams like obviously who are coached by. We'll talk about the 76ers, for example. Yeah. That's an isolation team. They play isolation basketball. Yeah. OKC is the exact opposite. We're playing hot potato with the ball.
It is hot potato, but you're big. Throwing alley-oops up to your other big
is a game changer.
That's a game changer.
Absolutely.
Like that's so different because what is he average on assists? You know, like what?
3.6. But it's
when he has the ones with the 8, 9. That's the where you're like, damn, damn, because that's some shit. You can't stop that. You literally can't. Like when he's feeling hot, and he had one play, pick and pop with Jerry McCain, got him butt naked open, all because of how he facilitates the floor.
Yeah, and he's facilitating while engaged in screening. Yeah, he's one of the best screeners in the league too.
What is he, top 5, top 7 in rebounds? Like he does what a big really needs to do because he don't care about scoring as much. Like he'll still get his. He don't care about it.
And obviously he hasn't played the majority of the season for Oklahoma City this year. But when he's on there, I think the stat that really gets me is Oklahoma City is a horrible offensive rebounding team.
Okay.
When he's inserted into the lineup, they skyrocket almost to top 10 in the league in defensive and offensive boards when he plays. That's going to be critical in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Critical.
I want to talk about their next game. They play Washington.
Yes, he drops 100. I knew you were going to go for it. Yeah, he's going to drop 100 points. No, here's what's going to happen. It's not going to be everybody's like, oh, Shea. No. Shea's going to drop 20 and probably not play the entire second half.
Well, you know what? Smart.
Why
waste it? Why waste it? Unless he wants to. What minutes did he play against Brooklyn? What minutes did he play against Brooklyn? Yeah, okay. Shea's going at least for 60 on the Wizards, because the Wizards, they're letting anything go. Have you seen what bigs have been doing to the Wizards in the last 5 games? Every big, even what's the little African dude from Boston? Come on, bro. Come on. He just had a 28 game with 15 boards and like 10 assists or something like that. He had a triple-double. He's tough. Yes, he's tough, but he not that tough. Like, if you're playing the goddamn Wizards, bro.
He's tough.
The Wizards have let every big score over almost 30 points in the last 5 games.
Yeah, which is crazy because
Bam Adebayo broke them. Like, they already broke them. Bam Adebayo literally broke that game.
Totally
and you want to know who I feel for? And we're not going to talk about the Wizards. Alex Sarr. He's a bucket. He's a bucket.
Wait till next year when they're like, I don't want to say good.
Next year when they have AD and Trae Young, they're not saving
when
that,
they're
bro.
decent.
They're not saving that, bro.
I'm not. No, Keyshawn George, all those guys.
That's where you can look at.
They'll lock in because they'll genuinely feel like they're playing for something. That's all it is. They know. Simply, it says, I can't believe we're talking about the Wizards right now.
Yeah,
they know that they're not playing for anything. That's all. That's why they.
I guess, but you know what? You know that teams tank, players don't. Players don't tank.
Young players might. Young players that don't know.
That's where you got it twisted. It's backwards.
No.
Older players don't, and older players still don't tank.
No.
Teams and front offices tank. DeMar DeRozan sits on that sideline pissed every game whenever he gets put out.
Well, that's because, no disrespect, they should have been a top. Oh, the injury to Sabonis kind of ruined everything. They could have been a top.
Either
10.
way,
they could have been
like I said, players don't tank, especially the young ones, because they know that they can go get paid. They're actually like young players can be on a bad team and still want to hoop. So you can look at Brooklyn, you can look at whatever your Pelicans, you can look at Utah. They're still going to play basketball. It's the front offices. So, my bad. I know we talked about the Wizards, but Shea might F around and drop whatever he wants.
80. Yeah.
He may F around and drop whatever. And it's going to be ethical, too. It's not going to be a 43 freak, though, type of
you're right. It might be 50. Moving on to San Antonio. I want to move on to San Antonio, sitting at 52-18. They obviously clinched a playoff spot. Not play-in,
First time since 2019.
First time since 2019 when they had Kawhi. Man, this team's really special. Wemby's a freak.
You're hurt. You didn't want to say that.
I'm not hurt. Wemby's a freak. I mean,
Wemby is a freak. Wemby is he's just so passionate, and it shows through his game. It's as simple as that. He'll do almost everything that he can to get them a win.
So here's my question: where's their weakness?
Where is their weakness?
What would
you can't drive on them. Their perimeter defense is also pretty great. Offense looks pretty great. What's their weakness to you? The Spurs have, to me, all of it packed down. Stephon Castle, and you just said it. Stephon Castle apparently is better than De'Aaron Fox.
Their 3-point shooting is very average, I guess you can say.
Average, but that's something, as a team like that, you don't need it.
If you have to allow it, allow it. That's what it might have to get to. Like, Wemby's going to shoot the 3? Let him.
That's not who you want to shoot the 3.
Yeah. Wemby's shooting. Wemby splits from 3 are not the greatest.
Yeah, but the ones that he makes are always
34%. That's okay.
The ones that he makes are always like
2 for 7 last game. He got 34 points.
Yeah.
If you're telling me 2 for 7, I'm letting him.
But he's still gonna get his regard. That's the thing. Wemby, he doesn't just settle for the 3. He settles for everything. He goes into the paint. He goes to go block everybody. And like I said, their team is not just that little Wemby and Fox anymore, like how it was last year. Like, they have pieces. Like they made sure to build pieces because they knew that the future was bright with Wemby. Simply, like you could automatically tell that it was bright with Wemby being there.
Can't believe we're calling it, but the Thunder and Spurs series from the Western Conference Finals. It's just going to be who wants it more.
It's going to be generational.
It's just going to come down to
hopefully we can get blessed with no injuries. Hopefully we see J-Dub. Hopefully we see all the players play out. Because that's the thing. I think everybody fully healthy.
We never, because we've never
Okay.
gotten a real full sample size of either team.
That's what I'm saying. I think fully healthy with everybody on OKC. I think they still got the edge because that's a lot.
That's a lot to overcome.
That's a lot to work on. You
Especially,
you could
I
get
think,
tired, and OKC just puts out whoever.
and here's the thing. I think Jared McCain is the secret weapon.
Yeah.
And here's why.
Imagine you're a backup.
In those games that OKC lost against San Antonio, their 3-point shooting was horrendous.
Yeah.
Now you have a guy
And
that
you
can
didn't-
just come in and
That's what I'm
just
saying. You know the videos where they're like, you're guard. Oh, you're a backup guard. You're guarding 2026 AJ Mitchell. Like, gang,
Yeah.
that hurts, bro. That's
Yes.
detrimental.
and
then
AJ Mitchell. Yeah,
AJ Mitchell goes out. Who's coming in? You're guarding Jared McCain. Like, gang, like, bro, y'all team is so packed that anybody that comes out, you just gotta look like he coming in now. Like that's about to come in. Like,
5
bro,
minutes left in the and he coming in just now. Yeah, it's
just
like
now. Jay Willow's been going crazy.
Zay Joe.
You're guarding Isaiah
Yeah,
Joe. Gang,
But
it's hard.
It'll be crazy.
Bro.
Now here's
It's
my
hard.
question: we just gave them the Western Conference title.
Yeah.
Out of all the other teams right now that we've talked about or haven't talked about, what team can sneak in there in the
Lakers.
Western Conference Finals?
Lakers.
Aside from the Lakers.
Oh, it's hard from the Lakers.
Yes.
The Nuggets. Like, come on.
Oh, so
Like,
you think the Nuggets still? You were
the
really
Nuggets
not liking the Nuggets
because it's simply their team. I think when they get everybody back, P-Watt comes back, you let Aaron, because Aaron Gordon, he's still been kind of playing some games, playing not some games. That full team is still the Nuggets. Like, it's not going to be just the biggest fall after we've seen them dominate for the past 4 or 5 years. Like, it's not going to be like that. Everybody comes back, you still have a chance. Like you're still sitting 5th. It's not like we've seen them drop all the way down to 8th or whatever else you would think about. We just know that in the moment they're not looking like the best. Playoff time comes around. That's one of that's a playoff team. They kind of know what they have to do. That like that's it. They just know what playoff ball looks like a little bit more than some of these other teams at the moment.
Speaking of knowing playoff ball, I want to move on to another team.
Yeah.
With a special player.
Yeah.
I want to move on to the number 6 seed, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yes,
it seemed like maybe less than a year ago, we were talking about the face of the league being Ant.
Yeah.
And that was taken from him after, obviously, the Oklahoma City series last year.
Yeah.
Where does this team stand with the Timberwolves? Like, do we see them making any noise, or is this just...
I want to say, yeah. Obviously, we know Ant is out at the moment for a little bit.
Yep.
Ant is averaging about 30 points.
Yep.
Averaging about 30 points. Rudy got 11. It's just I get very scared about Ant in the playoffs. I love Ant. I was here arguing last year. You know I'm a huge fan of Ant. I love Ant. I just know that we are going to have to get 1 or 2 of those bad games in the playoffs every series. Like he will have just one game where he just lets it slip away. And that's still, I think, the younger player in him. But he'll still give you a good game. It's just those games are going to hurt. Considering how the West is going to look this year it's not just the Nuggets and OKC that's competing. Like it's a lot of teams that's actually competing right now. So I don't think that they'll be able to make that much noise with all of the top 5 teams. I see them maybe beating 1, and that's the Rockets. Everybody else, I think that they lose to. Lakers, Nuggets, Spurs, obviously, and OKC. I think they all beat them.
Not even that. They lose to a health. Not that they would play them. They wouldn't play them, obviously.
Who?
They would lose to a healthy Clippers team.
No, they would not.
Yes, they would.
No, they would not.
We'll talk off the pod.
We'll talk about that. And
That's
I'm loving what
crazy.
Darius Garland has been doing too.
That's so crazy for you to say.
They're not.
But
That's very crazy for you to actually say.
No,
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
not like in the front court. Even though Randall had a good game against OKC a couple nights a little while back. No, I'm not like in the front court. And listen, and I'm not worried about because he's your savior. He's the savior from Minnesota. It's just their front court doesn't make sense. I don't like Rudy. I've come out publicly to say how much I don't like Rudy.
Well, obviously, no, that's Rudy.
And Randall's just hit or miss. He's having a good year this year.
Hit or miss. Like
He's having a good year this year.
Game, that game is
Bad.
terrible.
It's terrible.
Bro.
And you're almost looking at the box score like, oh, he lost this game.
Yeah.
That's what Julius Randle is. So, but when he has that 30 and 12 on 60%, you're like, oh, he won us this.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yep.
So it's hit or miss. If they can get a front court play on top of Ant, scoring 30, then this team can make some noise and potentially listen. They could beat the Lakers. As of now, they would play the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah.
They could beat the Lakers. That could be a 7-game series.
Lakers beat them.
You're really big on the Lakers, man.
When Luka, because I love LeBron. It's Luka. Like bro, Luka is, and it could just be a little bender, or like that, whatever I just said. But in the playoffs, Luka doesn't lose momentum. Like we've seen, I don't know how many countless times we've tried to say that he possibly doesn't. Every year he just shows us that the playoffs is Luka's playground. It is. Like it simply is. LeBron, we know what he could do in the playoffs.
Yep.
But like I said, the defensive loan, that does so much for them because they have so much fast break points after it every time. So I'm still looking at the Lakers as right now they are a contender. They are a real contender now. After it took us months to say it, now they're looking like the contender that we thought they could have been with Luka and LeBron being paired up.
They are 100%. I think it's only fair that we end it on the Lakers.
We can end on the Lakers considering how we did it.
How we did it. I think it's only fair.
Week.
It's poetic justice that we give them the last stamp.
That's fair.
I'm Damian Dustin.
Aiden Jones. Luka Don is the MVP.
All right.